Hey, what's up everyone, welcome back to The Wolf Among Us. So last time, if you haven't seen last episode yet, go check it out, it's the finale! What are you doing skipping episodes? Anyway, let's jump straight back in.
This is ridiculous.
I agree, let me just chuck him down the witching well right now. I'll do it. I'll freaking do it, buddy.
You have the floor.
Thank you, Miss White. You've all met Georgie. I don't have to tell you what kind of person he was. He was a total scoundrel, lacking in any sort of moral fiber. I hired him as a favor to his family, you see. A promise kept to a dying mother.
Oh,
Are you gonna get to your point or what?
Either way, he was your freaking employee.
Georgie was working for me, yes. But he was not acting on my behalf when he killed those women. It was his business. And for whatever reason, I'm sure only he could understand, he murdered 2 of his most faithful employees. I had nothing to do with it.
Tell the
is such
fucking
bullshit.
truth for
He's
once.
always been a bit of a powder keg.
Yeah,
It was
well,
only a
that's
matter
not the
of
way he
time
told
before
it.
something like this happened.
Georgie seemed pretty convinced he didn't have a say in the matter.
He clearly misunderstood my intention.
Really?
I would never authorize such an act.
Any of
Bullshit.
you actually believe this bullshit?
Holly, please.
Tell them, Bigby, when you finally showed up at my door last night, wasn't I more than helpful? I answered your questions. I was willing to cooperate.
You sent
he
people to
talking
kill me
about?
and then you tried to shoot me.
You weren't being helpful, you were trying to set me up. Your people tried to kill me.
They get a bit carried away sometimes, it's true. Loyal to the end. They do it because they want to protect me, as I protected them. You understand wanting to protect what you care about, don't you? You'd do anything. You might even give up an innocent man, just to save someone.
The crowd is considering his point. Really?
What's
you better
he
have a point,
talking
buddy.
about? I really hope you're going somewhere with this.
I see, you want to cut right to the point. I can appreciate that. Let me explain this to you. My employees are just that, hired help. I see some of them are here among you. They are not my slaves. They are all free to make their own decisions, as Georgie was.
What about Lily? She wasn't free. She wasn't given a choice. Do you really think she wanted... that any of those girls wanted their lives like that?
I'm sorry, Holly. I'm sorry that your sister asked me for help, and I'm sorry that I decided against my better judgment to give her a distasteful job.
Right, and you kept them in debt so they couldn't leave.
Yeah, that's what you did to us. How you kept us all
You
in
forget
line.
it was not me who put you in that position. You all act like I'm some kind of tyrant. When your government abandoned you, left you poor and helpless, sniveling on street corners, I was there to look out for you.
I'd like to take a moment to point out this dude's called the Crooked Man, and
Yes,
he has a torture
wasn't
rack
I?
as his symbol. Isn't that enough evidence? Plus it was Crane.
Crane was the one who let this town go to the fucking dogs. The guy who was in your pocket, remember?
Really?
Yes, fucko, really.
What about Auntie Greenleaf? Her story is not uncommon. She left everything she had back in the homelands. Everything that matters, anyway. With nowhere else to turn, she came to me for help. And what did I do for you?
You got my tree back.
I got her tree back, and in turn we used her magic to help poor Fables get glamours. Because I helped her, she was able to make a living, provide for herself. And what did they do?
They burned my tree to ashes.
Burned it
And I
down?
do it
You
again.
see?
Look,
Why
I
would
did
you
what was
do that?
necessary.
There's more to this than they're saying, okay? It was necessary to keep this town safe. Greenleaf was using her magic to help Crane and the Crooked Man.
What choice did I have?
It wasn't her fault.
You
Why
can
you
lie
shut
to
up,
yourself,
beast?
but you can't lie to me. You hated Crane, and you hated him for wanting to fuck you, and you being too soft to notice what he'd do to get it. It had nothing to do with a crooked man.
That was blunt.
We've made some mistakes. I've made some mistakes. But believe me, I truly want what's best for this town. And that may not always be clear right away. But I want you all to know that I care deeply about all of you.
Yeah, I don't though. I'm just doing my
And
job.
so does the sheriff.
Sure.
Yeah, right.
I can't promise you
We're
perfection.
trying to
No
protect
one
you
can.
idiots.
Maybe you haven't noticed, but we've been doing all this to protect you. We're trying to stop people like him.
The Crooked Man's been exploiting you. Exploiting your hope for a better life. You would go to him for help. and he would take that weakness and add it to his strength.
Which option to go
And
with?
if things didn't
Let's
fall
go with he never
exactly
cared about
his
any
way,
of you scumbags.
someone would die.
Do you really think the Crooked Man cared about you? He just cared about your money. He cares about your obedience.
Plus, look at his eye. No man with an eye like that can possibly be anything but evil.
You're all still afraid of him, even now. But you needn't be. His contamination of this town is over, and those girls will have their justice.
Justice will be served.
Very good, very good. The sentiment is surely appreciated, Miss White. But it doesn't disguise the fact that these accusations are completely unfounded. The sheriff simply doesn't have a particle of evidence linking me to the...
Georgie was working for you. Bigby got a confession
A confession that nobody heard. Now, I'm no barrister, but I think such a statement would carry more weight if Bigby weren't the only one to whom Georgie spoke. Especially given Bigby's history.
What are you talking about?
My history? What about your history?
And what about your history? All you've done to this fucking town.
What do you mean there's no evidence?
Maybe he's... I mean, this doesn't feel right, how we're doing this.
You shut up.
I just
Of
need...
course it's right. This man tormented all of you, for profit. Georgie
Let me
killed
just
him.
make sure I understand you. You're trying to say that I'm responsible for what Georgie did, because he was working for me at the time, yes?
Yes.
Yes, but because you
Of
gave
course.
the order, yes, you're responsible.
Yes, you're responsible.
Well, by that logic, Miss White should be on trial for Tweedledum's murder.
No,
Since you know
because she
Bigby
didn't order
works
me
for
to
her.
do it. You see the difference here, motherfucker?
He killed a man.
Plus,
Don't make
that
him
was
a murderer,
justified.
for fuck's sake. Killing someone who's trying to kill you is
They were
hardly...
there to retrieve Crane. You didn't need to escalate things.
Me! It was them! And who sent those two freaks anyway?
Bigby and I have already discussed his behavior that night. We're handling it
Now, where have
internally.
I heard that
It was
before?
self-defense.
How about the way he treated poor Tweedledee when he was in your custody? He was beaten to mashed apples while under your watch.
Under my watch.
You have a point there.
Right.
Did you think we'd all
Look,
just let that
you're the one
go?
on
You
trial.
can't be serious.
You're the one on trial here. Don't try to turn this around on us.
Besides, Crane was still deputy mayor when that happened. Right before you decided to kidnap him.
It was for his own protection. Oh, you're right, dear. Crane was in charge. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference.
Oh, that was
That's
low.
enough.
So, you won't answer for your employees' behavior, but I must perish for
This
mine.
is completely different.
I
We all...
did not order those two girls dead. It simply never happened. Georgie killed Faith and Lily. End of story. They want to scapegoat me for their own tangled ends, but they refuse to answer for their own
This
crimes.
isn't right.
Oh, please.
This isn't the point.
We'll deal with them after we deal with you.
Listen, I
The
know...
laws apply when we need
All right,
them.
Bluebeard,
everyone shut the fuck up.
please.
Everyone just shut the fuck up.
I mean, a certain level of privilege should be afforded to...
To who?
This is how it's always been.
Yes. See, this is exactly to what I'm speaking. We lashed our ropes to this diseased world, and ever since, which one of us has been there for you? Who filled your lives with the promise of more? Who was there while they idly played in their towers, judging you, treating you as mindless children, too stupid to command your own destiny? Without me, who will pay your rent when you're on the verge of eviction? Who will dare challenge their brutality when it leaks to our dear citizens? Who will protect you from the big bad wolf? Who will be the...
Bigby? Miss White!
Ariel!
Excuse me.
Sorry.
I wanted to make sure I had the chance to say something.
Why don't you take a moment to catch your breath, little
What's
one?
she doing here?
I'd like to... I need to say something.
We're kind of in the middle of something.
Bluebeard.
Can it, Cubal? She's got something to
She
say.
has something to say, and we're gonna listen. Go right ahead.
You probably don't remember me. I don't know why I was afraid to come
My
here.
dear, I don't
Just
know
shut up. You enslaved us for years. Let us hear stories about what you do. Told us we would lose everything if we stepped just one toe out of line. And we couldn't say a word about it because of these damn ribbons. But you know what? Now it's my turn to talk.
How are you?
I found Vivian's body.
I didn't do it.
Did you kill her? Did he?
Sheriff, this is highly irregular.
Be quiet.
We need to establish
he may as
some
well
order
have.
here.
He might as well have.
I'm sorry, I don't think I
Nerissa! My name is Nerissa.
It's okay, my dear. It's going to be just...
He ordered them dead. This fucker. Faith and Lily.
That's a lie.
I was in the goddamn room when he did it. Faith and Lily are dead because of you. The only two people who ever gave a damn about me.
Bingo.
And
We
now
get you.
I can finally say, you're an asshole. And I hope you rot at the bottom of the witching well for what you did.
Don't worry. He's gonna pay for it.
He made Georgie do it. It was always him. Georgie would have never done anything without his say-so. Ever.
You're going to take the word of a stupid...
At least 5 other girls will back me up on this. We all heard you say it.
Did you now?
Looks like we found our evidence.
She saw it firsthand.
He's guilty.
Good enough for me.
Me too.
So that's it, right?
Calm down the witching well.
Nah, that's too fucking easy for a crook like that.
What do you mean?
He's gotta pay for what he did.
Listen to yourselves!
You shut up, Greenleaf. Nobody likes
Fleeing
you.
from one sinking ship to the next. So quick to latch onto whatever will keep your miserable lives afloat. This is how you want to repay all I've done for you.
What, you take 2 people's lives away and now you want mercy?
You know we
You
can't
done
let you
talking,
go free
fucko.
after this.
You're done talking, crooked man. You had your chance.
Well done, then.
Now, for your sentence.
We don't have to become murderers.
What are you talking about?
He's guilty. I know that, but we don't have to kill anybody. We can imprison him. Lock him up forever. Somewhere he can never hurt anyone again.
No thanks. Now shut up.
How can we be sure he won't escape?
I can help. We'll use magic.
That's not good enough.
Maybe
There will
she
be
has a
more
point.
if he isn't
Hasn't
stopped.
there been enough bloodshed
So we
already?
get rid
It's
of
too
him.
dangerous.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
Everyone, listen up! Clearly, we're having trouble agreeing on a suitable punishment. So I think
This is going nowhere.
someone needs to make a decision.
Who?
I hope you aren't suggesting yourself.
I'm making the
Why
call.
Look, I'm making the call.
Why should you?
He is the only officially appointed representative here.
Right. Bigby should decide.
I am the officially appointed official.
Okay.
Fine.
Are you sure? This isn't how
It's what the people want, Miss White.
Okay, Mr. Wolf, it's your call.
Snow.
Just do what you think is right.
Would I ever do anything else? Don't be silly.
Yes, Sheriff.
Ah, okay, so we can lock him up, rip his head off, or throw him down the freaking
Teach him a
well.
fucking lesson.
No.
I want
He
to
has
do
to
both,
die.
rip his head off and throw him down the
Get
well,
rid
but I
of
don't
him.
think we can, so I guess we're gonna go with holy shit. Oh god, mesh. I'm guessing he's going down the well either way. Yep, pretty much. Boom!
There you are. I hope you all remember this moment. Think of me when you try to sleep.
Finish it, Sheriff.
Please, we can still.
End it already.
See you, buddy.
You know, just between us, I was gonna let you live. But now...
No, I really wasn't gonna let him live. Also, don't forget the rights.
No, I won't.
For Lily and Faith.
Yes. Another one of us to erase from the books.
If you like, you can join him down there, because you're pissing me off. Is that it? Did we beat the game yet? Or is there more stuff? Seems to be more. Yeah, okay.
Hey, Sheriff. Are you gonna come see the truck off? We're leaving for the farm in a few. Thought you might want to. I don't know.
I'll be down in a minute.
Okay, great.
This fucking line.
Hey, there's that ginger fella who was my #1 suspect, and we still don't know his name.
Oh, Mr. Wolf? Flycatcher left his keys.
So, you're giving them to me because you're too lazy to give them to him? Thanks. So, how you doing?
Is everything okay? You look...
I'm sorry, Sheriff. I have to take care of this. We'll talk later, okay?
Wow, we just totally got the brush off.
Good morning, Miss White.
You're late.
Someone's gonna see you, Colin.
A talking, drinking, smoking pig. Best character in any game ever. Wait a minute, why is Toad getting on the truck? I gave him money!
I'm going! Jesus!
Let me guess, you spent it on booze or something, you motherfucker.
We only have like 5 minutes.
Hey, carry me for fuck's sake! I don't give a shit! You forgot these.
Oh, thank you. It's been pretty busy around here.
Morning, Sheriff. Nice fucking day.
Nice fucking day to you too. So, how you doing?
Just go grab that, would you? How are you, holding up? I know this isn't ideal for you. Just why the hell did she have to send me and me boy away, huh? You promised me I'll get another chance, but Miss White said I had to go up to the damn farm anyway. I told her I had the money, but she didn't want to hear it.
Well, why didn't you buy a glamour before? You're an idiot.
Wait! Sheriff Bigby! I have something.
You know, he was up crying all night, poor kid.
Can you give this to Miss White, please? Dad says there's no time to say goodbye, so... if you could bring it to her...
Sure, why not?
Nice.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't take them all with me, and she said she liked that one the best. It's a willow beetle. That's a big one. They're cool, because when they're little, they have these pouches.
That's disgusting. I'm sure she'll love it.
If you touch them.
I'm sure she'll love it.
She said it was pretty.
We're about ready to head out.
What's it like at the farm? I've heard ogres live there, and they eat people in their sleep sometimes.
It's all true.
I hope not.
Do we have to go? I want to stay here.
Well, we don't have a choice anymore.
Yeah, you'll be safer there.
Don't worry. You'll be a lot safer there. There's plenty of space to run around, and a nice river nearby so you can swim all you want.
Even in daytime?
Yeah. You don't have to worry about the Mundies seeing you. It'll be nice. Come on. It won't be so bad.
Have you been there before?
No. Some of the animals aren't comfortable around wolves, so you wouldn't know, would you?
Why don't you shut up?
We're all set.
Bye, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, TJ. Hey, Bigby! Where's your friend, Colin? Where's the fucking pig?
How should I know?
How should I know?
Saying goodbye?
Hi.
Hi.
You're still wearing that thing.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I am. It's not easy to forget. I know it seems like I should be able to. It's
Look,
just...
baby, you gotta let it go.
You need to let that go. How are you gonna move on if...
Bigby, I know you're trying to help, but this is just something I need to do on my own. Listen, I came here because I have to tell you something.
What is it?
It's about what happened to Faith and Lily. I'm not sure where to start. Faith, Lily and I, we had this plan. We were gonna find a way out. Leave the pudding and pie for good. But then Faith decided to get some leverage. She stole a picture of Crane and Lily together. The minute Faith stole that photo, we had dirt on one of the Crooked Man's allies. If he found out, I had no choice. You have to understand. You've seen how they kept us quiet in that place. Can you imagine the lengths they go just to silence someone who had physical evidence?
Nerissa, just tell me what happened.
I freaked out, okay? I thought if I came clean to Georgie, he'd get the Crooked Man to leave us alone. We could just forget the whole thing. Maybe try again in a few years.
You what?
So I told him everything. And I begged for mercy for all of us. I didn't want anyone to die over a picture.
Georgie didn't do mercy, apparently.
Georgie didn't do mercy. You know that.
He could have been reasoned with. I was counting on that. Georgie promised he'd smooth things over with the Crooked Man. But then... oh, God.
Here, have something to suck on. It'll make you feel better. Not like that.
Here.
Thank you.
Nerissa appreciates you ruining her lungs.
I don't know what happened, but that night at the club, Georgie came back and told me things had changed. He had to make an example of us. We had committed treason. And while the two of us were sitting there, as he was telling me this, Faith walked in, and I had to watch while Georgie...
Wait, so Georgie told you all this? Not the Crooked Man? Back at the well, you said...
I know what I said.
But it wasn't the truth, was it?
What does it matter? I know the Crooked Man did it. So what if it wasn't the whole truth? It was true enough.
What's done is done. I went to kill him anyway.
I guess what's done is done.
I know he ordered their deaths. I wasn't gonna let him get away with it because of a stupid technicality. Especially after... that night, after Faith. I tried to warn Lily, but she wasn't with her scheduled appointment. So I did the only thing I could do. I left Faith's head at your doorstep.
You?
I walked her over here, and I left her. Just hoping that maybe if
okay, I get it. You couldn't say it because of the ribbon, so you left it there so I'd notice.
The rest of us.
You were trying to get my attention. So you started all this.
I just pointed you in the right direction. People like us get forgotten all the time. The Crooked Man was counting on that. When we suffer, we do it in silence. And the world likes it that way. We just fade, like we never existed. I couldn't watch that happen to Faith, or Lily. Nobody cares about us.
Don't worry, that won't happen anymore, because I'm awesome.
It's going to be different now, I promise. Things like that won't happen anymore. Not while I'm around.
You'll make things right. You and Snow.
I don't know. It seems like no matter what I do, it's just not enough for her, or anyone. I just can't win with these people.
I know it might feel that way, but they need you, Bigby. Both of you. You two make a good team. The way you look out for each other, and look out for us. You don't see that a lot these days. Look, Bigby. After everything you've done for us, maybe they don't want to admit it, but without you, none of this would have happened. You listened when no one else would. You protected your friends, no matter the cost. And you brought justice to this town.
Justice.
Finally. Because you brought the Crooked Man in, everyone saw who he really was. So from where I'm standing, you did the right thing. You've been given this job for a reason. And I left Faith at your doorstep because I knew if anyone stood a chance against the Crooked Man, it was you.
I hope I've at least done some good here.
You've changed this place. For better or worse, Fabletown wouldn't be the same without you.
You're not wrong. I am the sheriff. And the main character.
You're not as bad as everyone says you are.
I need to tell you something.
I have to tell you something.
I feel like we've met before.
You're trying to place me.
You like my ribbon?
Do you like it?
Faith wore one too.
Would hide her beauty so she could escape his kingdom.
They used to call me the Little Mermaid.
Dr. Swinehart ever get back to you about Faith?
He said he wanted to run more tests. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Are they implying that's Faith? The first one we met? I go after her, I guess.
I'll see you around, Wolf.
I am so confused right now. I think... Wait a minute. Anyway, let's just check our percentages very quickly here. As usual, I'm sure we're going to be in the lower half for most of them. Really? 5.3% didn't accept TJ's gift. And I thought I was a dick. Holy shit. Damn, but... oh, okay, we got, like, special stats. It's like, you choked him. You punched him. You burned him with a cigar. Yeah, that's pretty much how it went. But anyway, so yeah, I noticed that a lot of the flashback type stuff that happened at the very end there was like Nerissa and Faith saying the exact same things, mentioning their ribbons, and, you know, I think that was one of the first things Faith said to us, you're not as bad as they say you are. So I think they're trying to imply that that is the original Faith that we met. So maybe the dead body was maybe someone else claimed as Faith? I don't know, man. The whole glamour thing is very confusing. Can I skip the credits? I think you can. Yes, you can. I like that. More developers need to do that. Pick up a graphic novel today. If I liked reading things, I probably would, but I don't. But, yeah, I really enjoyed the game. I really hope they make a season 2, because there's so many unanswered questions and stuff like that. And I'd like to see what, you know, things like the farm are about. If maybe, I don't know, maybe they could have the second season set on the farm, or at least go there temporarily or something. But, yeah, I really enjoyed the whole concept of the game, you know, like fairy tale characters trying to live in the real world and having to use glamours to actually fit in and stuff like that, if their fairy tale was like being a talking pig or whatever. But, yeah, as I mentioned, I was a little bit disappointed that Georgie ended up being the killer. That was the whole main plot of the game, you know? I understand that the Crooked Man set him up to do that, or at least it's kind of unconfirmed that he probably did. But yeah, I don't know, like, it felt like it wrapped up very quickly. Like, for all of the build-up, it was like, oh, by the way, Georgie did it, and then you just chase him down and kill him. So yeah, it felt a little anticlimactic to say the least, but the whole thing with the Crooked Man, that was way cooler, so I'd rather, personally, it was just him that was the villain, as opposed to being Georgie, I guess? I don't know, but yeah, overall, I really enjoyed it. Anyway, thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I always appreciate a like, and I will see you next time, for whatever the balls we do.